Welcome to our post-game press conference. Congratulations to the De La Salle Green Archers for beating the Ateneo Blue Eagles 8-65. The Green Archers have swept their head-to-head against the Blue Eagles for the first time since 2013. We have Coach Topex Robinson and our reigning MVP, Kevin Quiambao. Coach Topex, congratulations for this victory. You now have 10 wins this season, so your thoughts about your team's performance against the Blue Eagles? Okay,
Again, every time you play that Ateneo, it's always going to be, something to always value. And we were talking about this earlier during the pre-game huddle that you want to make sure that when the time comes 10, 20 years from now and you see that game, you have to ask yourself, what did you do to help or to contribute to that victory? So, we know it's gonna be a hard-fought game. The team is really a solid team. With a lot of winning tradition. So, we just kept our composure. We know that there's gonna be a run that they're gonna make, and we just want to make sure we stick to what we prepared for. Playing against Ateneo.
Thank you, Coach Topex. To KQ, you have a career high 33 points. 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and plus 15. So, another career high for you, KQ. So, ano masasabi sa performance nyo against Ateneo, especially nakaulit kayo sa kanila? Ano masasabi?
It's a good win for us na, ayun yan, pero malayo pa kami sa gusto namin mapuntahan. And then, ayun nga, sinabi sa amin ni Coach na after this game, medyo matagal yung break namin. So, give nyo yung all out nyo. And then, ayun lang, inantay ko lang yung game na kusang pumunta sa akin. And then, ayun, sabi kasi ni Coach, magbakaw ko kaya binakaw ko na. Sumusunod lang po ako. Pasensya na.
Okay, the floor is open for questions.
Ngayon, Kevin, 10 days after resetting career high nung USD 29 points, ngayon career high ka na naman. So siguro, ayun nga, alam niyo na rivalry game against Ateneo. So ano na siguro mindset mo entering into this game na again, nag-career high ka for the second time this season?
Ano lang, nag-stick lang ako sa system, kung ano lang yung pinapagawa, inano ko lang. Nag-stick lang kami sa game plan, and then, ayun, may mga times na medyo lumilihis ako kasi, ayun nga, may sariling agenda minsan. Pero, ayun, tulad ng sinasabi ni Coach sa amin na, ayun lang, keep playing lang, keep valuing possessions, and then, ayun lang, tira mo lang, kaysa ma-turnover, tira mo na lang. So, ayun yung sinasabi sa amin ni Coach.
Coach, thoughts on that second career high of KQ in 10 days. So siguro, how blessed are you? How blessed is Salle to have a special talent like KQ na ngayon 10-1 na kayo and giving that twice limit advantage?
Again, we have to keep on reminding ourselves. Actually, yesterday during our mass, there was a chance that I get to see a glance of him on my right. Sabi ko parang sobrang bait naman ni Lord, binigay itong kumaman to sa amin. And I think what I really admire about KQ is the work that he puts in, and then nobody on our team will question, the work that he does and setting the tone, the standard for our team. And you just have to trust him. He also knows that sometimes he's forcing it, and what I really like is he always tells me babawi siya palagi. So again, that's, I guess, having a man enough to admit if he's forcing it, and then babawi siya. He really makes up to it, and his teammates love him. He loves his teammates, so I think that's what's really important. And talking about the journey, sabi niya nga matagal pa, we still have a lot of games to play, and ang sa amin lang is we just have to be better. We have to keep on getting better. Our turnovers are still gonna be a challenge for us, but what I like is we shared the ball 20 times. We had 20 assists. So that's what really that's one of the things that we've discussed in the pregame. And just share that basketball, make your teammates look good, and that's what they did.
Coach, on the other side for Ateneo, Jared Bahay also scored his career high today, 22 points. So siguro ano lang thoughts niyo on limiting Jared Bahay today as much as possible, but still ended up with a career high 22 points?
We know that he's gonna go all out. What's important to us is if it's gonna be him, we're just gonna keep him to be the best player on that team and keep others out of the picture. And what we told our players that we want to make sure that we limit the other guys. We know Jared will always take that shot. I mean, he's getting his confidence, and we have to give it to him. The team is giving him that opportunity, just like what we are giving to KQ. So he's gonna have those kind of games. What's important is we were able to limit the other guys. The usual suspects there, like Bongo, Tuano, even Porter and even Kun. So yun nga yung sinasabi namin, we stuck to the game plan and make sure that not everybody will have their best game.
KQ, going to this game, meron bang extra motivation knowing na Ateneo, and ngayon na meron kang career high over them, may siguro mas okay, mas masarap ba sa feeling na against Ateneo mo nakuha?
I think yung first personal achievement na kusa naman dadating yun pagka nag-stick ka sa game plan. So, mahalaga, nakuha namin yung panalo. And then, after this game, kailangan namin maging humble. Lalo lang ako dahil, kumbaga, yung umayon sa akin lahat ngayong game. Pero, ayun nga, tulad nga sinasabi ni Coach, madami pa kami kailangan baguhin, trabahuhin. And then, we need to be better pa. Lalo na ako as a leader dahil ayun nga, 5 turnovers na medyo crucial sa team. So, as a leader, take ko lang as a challenge and the opportunity na mag-grow pa.
For Coach, through the years, the Ateneo rivalry is always a special game. But for you, I guess, what makes this game still special or still mean something after all this year?
Well, I keep on telling them that I dream of being part of this rivalry. It's something that I've always dreamed of to be a part of, and yun nga yung reminder namin that don't let the pressure or the challenge take away the enjoyment of being a part of history. And sabi ko nga sa kanila prior to our game, if you're gonna look at like YouTube or whatsoever, you're always gonna see those games 20 years ago. Kumbaga, it still gives me goosebumps every time you see yourself playing against Ateneo, whoever. And nobody could take us away from us. I mean, the part of playing against our rival schools is always going to be competitive. And what I really admire about that competition is after the game, there's always going to be the respect. You respect our worthy rivals, and then at the end of the day, we're just playing for glory and playing for our school. So that's really important. And yun nga yung palagi namin sinasabi that we always going to play, leading the values of our LaSalle. So, it's always going to be exciting. Ang sarap ng feeling, syempre. You play against your idols there, against them. That's a well-coached team. There's a lot of veteran coaches in that other side. So, it just gives us a lot of opportunity to learn then from them. They always give us a challenge. So, it's just going to make us better then.
And for KQ, ano pa siguro yung hinahanap mo sa laro mo ngayon? Sa taas ng level na nilalaro mo ngayon? Ano ba yung kulang? Ano ba yung kailangan sa team mo para to go all out this season of four?
As a team, ayun nga, unang-una yung turnovers namin ayun nga, yung turnovers namin madami lagi, every game. So, we need to work on pa dun to value possession, and then as a team, siguro every game is a important game yun, second round, adjustment lang. And then, ayun, for me as a leader, I need to set a culture dito na yung standards mataas dahil nga LaSalle to, dream school ko to. And then, ayun, nabiyayaan ako na magkaroon ng opportunity na maging leader nito. So, tinitake advantage ko lang kung ano yung kaya ko i-take advantage sa team na to kasi it's a privilege na maglaro sa LaSalle, sa big school. So, yung opportunity na ganito sa mga katulad ko, kumbaga maliit lang, limited people lang makaka-access sa jersey na to. So, ayun, binibigay ko lang lagi yung best ko.
Coach, aside from yun nga, I said earlier na first sweep ng head-to-head ng eliminations ng LaSalle against Ateneo since 2013. You have a 3-1 win in your head-to-head against Coach Tab. So, what can you say facing Coach Tab and ito, na-sweep niyo yung head-to-head sa eliminations kay this season?
For us naman kasi it's we're always gonna focus on what's in front of us. You know, we don't really look at. I mean, not until you mention about that drought or that sweep. It's not still gonna make us champions. You know, just by beating them twice or beating Coach Tab twice, it doesn't really make us a champions yet. So we just have to always remind ourselves to keep ourselves humble and knowing that ang dami pa namin dapat i-correct rather than to, you know, think big about ourselves just because of those wins. It's still not gonna be, you know, it's just gonna make us champions, but it's gonna keep us closer to winning the championship. So sa amin is always gonna be continuous growth, continuous learning. You know, I'm learning from these guys at the same time. So we're also gonna have our rough patches. You know, we're gonna have our challenges, and we always try to remind ourselves that if you're gonna go through those challenges, remember this moment. You know, go back to this moment and, you know, remember the feeling. Because hindi ka palaging nasa taas eh. There'll be times that you're gonna be there, and then always remember to be grateful then, you know, for all the blessings that's been given to us, and just keep on learning. I think that's very important for us.
Yeah.
Coach, long break kayo, pabalik niyo kay Manplan, may mga uwi ba?
We won't be. I mean, most likely we'll be staying here. Sabi nga namin, saka na kami magbakasyon pag tapos na yung season. So what's important for us, obviously, is to rest for a few days and then go back because, you know, FVU is also doing well. You know, they're really a well-oiled machine. So we cannot really relax, and, you know, just enjoying each other's company. And being with each other, I guess that's really keeping our bond, you know, closer. So, I mean, sa amin, again, sabi nga namin, matagal pa. So, we cannot stop working on whatever it is that we have to work for. So, napaka-importante sa amin is to really look back at this game and try to get things that will gonna make us better.
KTV nga, next game nyo is against FPU on November 6. So, ano yung gagawin mo para, syempre, to stay in shape? Lalo medyo, after, ito nga, yung nga, mag-break kayo, ito, break na naman kayo na matagal. How do you welcome it, itong break? Ano man?
Sa wakas, ayun lang masasabi ko, makakapag-alaga ng ng bata. Dahil, ayun nga, yung break na to, it's an opportunity na makaband ko yung family ko more. And then, ayun, dahil it's a long season nga, we need to check on our family and then our loved ones. And then, yung break na to, crucial sa amin dahil meron kaming SNC program ni sila Coach Megs, Coach Jello na hindi kami pinapabayaan since day one. So, ayun lang, pahinga lang kami and then move on to the next game na kahit matagal pa.
Alright, congratulations Coach Topex and KT. Good evening.
Thank you.